everybody, welcome back to the Sports Place where we talk sports and have sports debates. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe below, and let's get the show started. All right, first things first, before we get started, I want to say welcome back to our favorite guest, Dr. Jason Nichols.
I like it.
Okay, so I want to know, who do you want to see Kamaru Usman fight next? Colby Covington or Leon Edwards?
Man, the black power in me wants to see Kamaru Usman whoop the hell out of Colby Covington once again. But the black power in me also wants Leon Edwards to get a chance at that belt. His last fight, I feel like he kind of weighed at the end, you know what I mean? When Nick started to get back in his rhythm, started throwing them things. But at the same time, you can't discount his record and what he's done in the past, you know what I mean? Just because he kind of got laxed in the last round don't mean he won't step into that fight full speed ahead into Kamaru Usman. But everybody knows what Kamaru does to these guys in that ring. He dismantles these guys mentally and physically. He don't talk too much. He's not worried about what you're doing. He's going to fight his fight at the end of the day. So it's like it's a battle for me, because do I want to see Colby Covington get his ass whipped again? Yes, I really do. But do I want to see somebody else get a chance to make a great fight? I do too. But I wonder what you guys think.
You go ahead, Ben.
All right. I'm gonna agree with Stefan again, y'all. Sometimes we on the same path. I want to see Covington get blasted again. I want to see the retribution. I want to see what he has in the store. Can he combat Usman? More so than I want to see Edwards fight. If I had to edge him out, honestly, I do want to see Edwards get a shot, but I do want to see the rematch. I do want to see him come back and see what actually happens, because I'm a big Usman fan. I think Covington kind of deserves a shot, but I also want to see it be. I just want to see part two. I want to see part two. I'm hungry for the sequel. So, I mean, I'm a big Usman fan, so I think he's gonna beat both of them. But I just want to see what he does with Covington.
So here's the thing. One of the things, Savon brought up Black Power, and I don't have to worry about offending my political connects because we only got about 7 viewers on this, but
you do that daily, so what's the difference?
Yeah, exactly. Word up, that's my job. But here's the thing: the white guy always skips the line, and Leon Edwards has won 10 fights in a row. I mean, okay, the Bilal Muhammad fight was, it got called early. It's a no contest because of the eye poke. But we all know the writing was on the wall. He was whooping Bilal Muhammad. He was going to win that fight, probably knock him out, to be honest. So with that, and then he goes in and wins this fight handedly by, with Nate. And it's funny to me, somehow, when you go on the internet, Nate is like the winner. You know what I mean? Even when he got beat down for 5 rounds or 4 rounds and 3/4 of him getting beat down. And then he comes, he got him with a shot, wobbled him a little bit. Almost got the finish, but couldn't finish him off. Tough showing by Leon Edwards. I think Leon Edwards is one of those guys. He's going to be like a lot of British fighters, or the main British fighter that I'm thinking of is Michael Bisping. And Michael Bisping never got a shot. He just kept whooping people and whooping people and whooping people and kept getting overlooked for that shot. And I feel like Leon Edwards, he talks trash, but he's not like a trash talker like Colby Covington. Same way, what's his name? I'm forgetting the guy, Chael Sonnen used to just talk his way into fights and get beat down. It was like, Kamaru Usman broke Colby Covington's face. We don't need to see that again yet. You know what I'm saying? And people are talking about, Leon Edwards. I think it's Dana White's like, Leon Edwards needs to fight Jorge Masvidal. Why? How many people do you have to whoop in a row? 10 people in a row and you can't get a title fight? To me, that's just unfair. Leon Edwards deserves the fight. He's beaten down everybody they put in front of him since he lost to Kamaru Usman. And it's not fair that Colby Covington automatically gets a shot, right? Right after losing. I mean, he fought one fight since then. I think he beat Masvidal. Has he beaten anybody else since he fought Usman?
Like I said,
I think it was just Masvidal.
It's the one.
Leon Edwards fought Kamaru and won 10 fights in a row and can't get a championship fight.
You already know how, not to cut you off, Jason, but you know how it goes when it comes to this fight world. It's all about what's going to make the most money. And the bad blood in that fight between Kamaru and Covington, it's crazy, you know what I mean? Especially with even the race behind it, you know what I mean? How they were both fighting for the pride that where they're from, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like it's hard to like discredit that fight because what if we put the Leon and Usman fights together and then Kamaru loses? You know what I'm saying? So there is no money to be made with that second fight, you know what I mean? Because there's no belt on the line and stuff like that. So you got to think about the politics behind it too, which is sad because it should be just the sport, but it's everything. What's going to make the most money?
And Leon, to be honest, in terms of the money, I get it. Because Leon Edwards and Jorge Masvidal have bad blood too. You know, but for me, Masvidal got 2 championship fights in a row. You know, he lost them both. One time after a brutal knockout. And he gets right back into that conversation. Let's say he for some reason he has a good day. Leon Edwards has a bad day. And then Leon Edwards goes to the back of the line. And then all of a sudden, you know, Masvidal's back in the championship conversation. And the person that's getting overlooked, because we're going to take race out of this for a second, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Wonderboy has been in the top 5 and nobody even mentions his name. And that's because he's Mr. Nice Guy Christian. And so he doesn't go out and call guys out. You know what I mean? He doesn't go and tell dudes, yo, I'm gonna whoop you're behind. I'm this, I'm that. He's just like, well, I hope we have a good fight. You know, and that's why he keeps getting overlooked by Dana White. Dana White likes people who are gonna stir up, you know, the internet, people who are gonna, you know, tweet stuff out and, you know, and get people riled up. And that's not, you know, that's Jorge Masvidal, that's Colby Covington, that's, to a lesser extent, even though he doesn't say much, the way he carries himself, you know, with his crew from Stockton, that's, Nate Diaz. So those guys, of course, you know, they bring that kind of energy, that kind of swag to the fight game. But at the end of the day, this is the fight game, and fighters need to get, guys who just go in and do their job need to get the respect. And Leon Edwards is not getting the respect that he deserves when he goes in there and does his job and whoops dudes and wins fights. And then you're going to have Jorge Masvidal getting 2 championship fights in a row. When I think Jorge Masvidal is like 3-5 in his last 8 fights, something crazy. And he keeps getting these fights. You know what I'm saying? Then Colby Covington gets beat up. He beats Jorge Masvidal, who's been getting beat down by a lot of different people. And then he gets a fight. Why can't Leon Edwards get that fight?
We got to talk to Dana about that. And we need to talk about Dana about paying these people more anyway, because this YouTube and TikTok boxing has got these fighters in a stir, you know what I mean? But we can get into that another day about that topic, you know what I'm saying? Because
we could talk about Aaron Carter and what was it, Aaron Carter?
Lamar Odom.
Lamar Odom. Yeah.
You guys definitely come back and tune in for the next episode. We may be talking about Lamar, we may be talking about some YouTube boxing, but we love talking about these fights, man. So make sure you tune in next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment, let us know what you guys thinking, man. We appreciate you guys.